We've got a lot of ground to cover in a short amount of time. So Patrick, let's start with you. There's, as I said, always something new happening at Health-Alliance. Today we're going to talk about the Cancer Center, and you're getting ready for an expansion?
We are
Fill me in.
In the middle of a major expansion at the Cancer Center. We're growing from about 28,000 square feet, most of which is in an older building on the campus. We built the Cancer Center as we know it approximately 9 years ago now, Mary Jane. Mm-hmm. And it has grown and grown and grown. We needed to add a second linear accelerator to complement the radiation oncology service. So we've added a second bunker for the linear accelerator and greatly expanded and completely modernized our medication oncology side. So this is a joint venture with UMass Memorial Healthcare, and we're very excited. I think of any program that I've been involved with in the expansion over the last 7 years, I think this is most exciting because it will impact probably the vast majority or have the biggest impact on the community. And
that brings us up to Dr. Toke. Why an investment in the cancer program? And as Patrick was speaking, certainly there's hardly a family that hasn't been touched by this dreadful disease.
Yeah, and I think this is the right time to invest too. Cancer statistics, they are growing. And if you look at American Cancer Society, last year projected that 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women will be diagnosed with cancer. And with the cancer growing, number of cancer patients growing, also with the new advances in treatment and diagnosis and survivorship, more and more patients are surviving cancer too. Just to give you a perspective with statistics, 1 out of 6 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and 1 out of 13 men with lung cancer, 1 out of 8 women with breast cancer, and 1 out of 16 women with lung cancer. Cancer is increasing. And I think that's why it is the right time to invest, to bring state-of-the-art technology closer to home, to give all the patients access to the latest and greatest treatment options close by.
And the good news, as you said, is that there are more people surviving cancer today because of moves like this.
Right. Yeah.
Wonderful. And Patrick, you mentioned a linear accelerator. Do I ask the doctor to explain that, or are you?
Well, Dr. Toke's a lot closer to it, and that's probably good for the patients than I am. So maybe Dr. Toke can explain the technology and what particularly this equipment will do for us.
Yeah. I do want to say that we already have a linear accelerator, and the difference is we are adding another one now. And the difference between the first one and the second one is, simply speaking, is like first generation to the latest generation. And what can this do better? First thing, it's all digital as compared to the previous one, where it could take X-ray images, the previous one. This one takes CAT scan images. That enables a physician to accurately guide the radiation beams to the target, minimizing the normal tissue exposure to radiation and therefore minimizing toxicities. So that's one of the good things about the new one. And then second thing, believe it or not, when you breathe, organs inside your body, they move up and down. In fact, prostate gland, it moves almost up to 3 to 4 centimeters up and down. So this new machine actually detects that movement and delivers radiation accurately to the affected site. Mm-hmm. And then from the physician's perspective, they can do radiosurgery on this one, they can do dual beam treatment on this, and many other treatments with this new technology. From the patient's perspective, it cuts down radiation time by at least half compared to the one that is existing. So these are the few things that the new linear accelerator is bringing us. Mm-hmm. And I'm really proud to say that the vault has been built, machine has been delivered, it is being set up, and Health-Alliance will be the facility of choice for cancer patients.
That is impressive. That is impressive. And Mary Jane, you've been involved with the Cancer Center for a few years now.
Just a few.
How many?
Totally 28.
Wow, that's amazing. And this linear accelerator is just one part of many things that are happening in this expansion. Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate a little bit for us?
Well, what we've been able to do is focus on patient comfort and redesign the entire cancer facility. We've expanded both radiation oncology and medical oncology to allow for more treatment space and more exam space. We've added a state-of-the-art pharmacy. That we had a beautiful pharmacy before, but this is the latest and the greatest. Clean rooms where we mix chemotherapy, so they are right in our department, the pharmacists. We've also been able to put the American Cancer Society resource room closer to the patient in our waiting area. So it's really going to be very comfortable for the patient. It's focused on patient flow, so that there's less steps for the patient to take and get all their care in one spot. We'll be able to join care with radiation oncology because we're right next to medical oncology and radiation oncology are right next to each other. In a lot of facilities, radiation oncology is in the basement and patients have to go between two different units. So this is very convenient for the patient.
And in the years that you've been with the hospital, I'm sure you remember times when cancer patients often would have to go to another area to receive treatment.
Oh, absolutely.
And that has changed drastically.
We've been able to put everything under one roof, so to speak, and patients can come and get just about everything they need right in our center.
And Patrick, that's been part of your goal, hasn't it?
It certainly has been. Bringing more care to this community so that residents of this community don't have to travel to Worcester, don't have to travel to Boston, that really this, not only the facility, and I can see in the monitor that you're showing some pictures of the renovated facility, it will be beautiful. Any patient who is suffering, any patient's family that's suffering with cancer, this will be a very calming, very comfortable environment to come and receive your cancer care in a very compassionate setting.
And Dr. Toke, you mentioned the different statistics, which amazes me. You've got all that in your head, but all those statistics. And cancer is such an umbrella term that covers basically a lot of different types and diseases. What sort of specific cancer treatments do we offer at HealthAlliance?
We see every type of cancer patients.
You do?
Yes, we do. And also hematology or blood disorders too. We do give individualized access to all cancer programs in diagnosis as well as treatment and support services and also education. In addition, our cancer center is patient focused, so it's individualized to that patient. And we provide many additional services in our cancer facility. Of course, radiation services are on site, social services are on site, and then we have infusion area for transfusions and for chemotherapy also, which is on site. And we have a resource center in collaboration with American Cancer Society. This helps patients and also their family members to access to various healthcare systems and various other programs. In addition, we have home care and hospice services, palliative care with symptom management.
What's palliative care?
Palliative care is it's patients who are sick or treating the symptoms in addition to treating cancer, like pain management and other things. And of course, soon we will be bringing some clinical trials or research also closer to Fitchburg.
Sounds like an amazing undertaking. And Mary Jane, as you were speaking about it, I sense a real pride, and
absolutely.
And you feel so almost joyous to be able to offer these services. How do you feel that this cancer center is different from those in the past and others that people might have gone to?
Well, you're right, because I have seen the cancer center grow from really virtually a one-room operation into this program that we have today, and it's really does make me very proud to be part of it. We are accredited by the American College of Surgeons Commission on Cancer. That's an accreditation organization that sets standards for us to follow to create the best quality cancer program that we can. So that is one positive to our cancer center. We also offer complementary care services. We've very lucky for a year and a half now to have brought the Simon Herd Complementary Care Center. We've moved some of those services up into the cancer center to provide for patients while they're receiving their treatments. So that's very unique. Massage therapy, Reiki therapy, music therapy, those are some of the things that patients can experience while they're getting their treatments. We have a wonderful dedicated staff. We have all certified oncology nurses. We have certified social worker, dietitians, very dedicated pharmacy staff, and all these people are part of our program that provide the best possible care for our patients. The Commission on Cancer going forward in 2012 has created some new standards that we're looking at, some new programs of patient navigation and survivorship programs. So we're working very hard to meet those standards and get those programs up and running in 2012.
Mm-hmm. And Patrick, this is a huge, huge investment in our community. That doesn't happen easily. And how are you going to fund this huge project?
Well, it's back to the future, Barbara. The Simonds family and the Sinon family were the original benefactors of the Cancer Center, thus the name. This is about a $14 million project. $4 million of that is in equipment, new CT mapping machine, obviously a new linear accelerator. I would also add that the current linear accelerator will also have a $500,000 software upgrade. After the first accelerator comes up and is running, then we'll take the old one down and significantly rehab the old accelerator. But we do need to go out to the community and ask them to support this program. So the board, just about 3 weeks ago, endorsed a $4 million capital campaign to support this project, to add some of the special services that otherwise might not be provided. Mary Jane referenced those, the patient navigator program. So if I'm newly diagnosed with cancer, I will have a go-to person at the Cancer Center that will walk me through my journey with cancer. Survivorship program will be provided so that maybe when your treatment ends at the Cancer Center, your relationship with HealthAlliance does not. Your relationship with the caregivers, palliative care, does not end there, but we have a survivorship program. So we have gone out to we will be going out to the community with a $4 million capital campaign. We are really thrilled to announce and to communicate that we already have commitments of $1.3 million. So in a very silent phase, just going through initial discussions with individuals in the community leaders, people have already stepped forward and want to support this program, and a handful of people have already committed $1.3 million. So we're off to a great start.
That's incredible. Now, Veronica, as a typical PR person, you've put the spotlight on everybody else, but I'm going to get to you. You're not going to get out of here without talking. I want to come back to the community group's involvement, but first of all, why do we have these two pictures up here? And hopefully we can get a shot of those pictures as you tell us about them.
Sure. We have some different testimonials, and one big feature of our capital campaign is to highlight different people, whether it be a donor or a cancer patient, who have had a wonderful experience at our cancer center or at HealthAlliance Hospital. So these are some images of different people. We know Gail Hurd, who our complementary care center is named after, and the complementary care center was actually 100% funded through fundraising dollars. So it's amazing that we have that, and she's really the inspiration for that. And we also have Rita Jeffries, who is a patient at our cancer center. And then we have a couple other people over here as well. We have Gordon Lockhart and Gloria Roddy, who also are our patients at our cancer center and who had wonderful experiences and wanted to make sure we were able to share it with other people.
And that's great to have that sort of testimony. And I also must know about this wonderful decoration you put on the table tonight. That is, I hope we can get a close shot of that. It's very creative.
Well, you know us, we like to have a lot of fun with our events. So this is one of the pieces that we're using at all of our events that are geared around the capital campaign. And it's just supposed to inspire some conversation and get people excited about the campaign, about the building project, and about the renovation and expansion. So we've used these at our golf tournament and some other events. We're having a really good time with them.
Oh, they're adorable with the hard hat and the tools in there and everything. So
we have this wonderful picture at the groundbreaking.
Yes.
Everyone that was at the groundbreaking celebration was asked to go over in front of the cancer center into the construction site with their yellow hard hats on, and that's where we turn the proverbial first shovel
Right.
of dirt. And I think there were 200 people with